PC gaming sucks.
Straight to the point, no funny business. I respect it.
And console gaming is probably one of the most fun things I've ever had fun on in a long time.
I mean, one sucking and one being the best when they're both video game machines is a little strange, especially since all gaming PCs do really is the same thing that consoles do, except technically better. So I'm certainly interested to hear your reasoning.
And the PC community is really toxic.
This popular thing sucks, but also everyone who likes it is toxic. Like, if you think a thing sucks, then yeah, state your case. But the thing that people do where they like preemptively declare that everyone who likes the thing they don't like, all of those people are toxic before they even attempt to argue their perspective, it is the most cowardly way to start something like this. Like, dude, have some confidence in your perspectives.
And like, I keep thinking, what does the toxicity have to do with gaming?
Nothing. If you think a community of people are toxic, just don't interact with them. The mute button exists. You can't use the toxicity of PC gamers as the reason for PC gaming as a whole sucking when the toxicity of PC gamers is completely avoidable.
Like if you're this toxic on video games, you just have to be a toxic person in real life. And it's like, how antisocial everyone is on PC games is beyond me.
They're antisocial, but they're toxic. Like, I'd imagine if someone is antisocial, then they would just be quiet and not really do the things that would bother you. But, you know, there I go again, knowing what words mean. My bad, I'll just stop.
It's like, there's no willingness to create a community. There's no willingness to create a friend group or something like that. And it's like there's a huge lack of community in the PC gaming community.
I mean, some of the biggest esports in the world are PC exclusive titles. Also, BlizzCon and QuakeCon are two of the biggest conventions in gaming, and a huge chunk of both shows' appeal and legacy comes from PC exclusive titles. Like, clearly there's a ton of community under the PC umbrella. Like, clearly this is a thing that is happening.
It's like everyone wants to play only with their respective friends.
Yeah, that's called having friends.
No one wants to talk on mics.
I'm very confident there are way more people talking on mics on PC than on console.
No one wants to make themselves available. If they're really good at the game, you'd want to send them a friend request. If they're really social and funny, you'd want to send them a friend request. But you just don't get that reciprocation when it comes to PC gaming.
I routinely have people send me friend requests after we win a match of a PvP game. Like, legit, after I win a game of Valorant, or when I used to play Apex, rest in peace, I would frequently get friend requests from random people after we played a match together and did well. I get friend requests from teammates way more on PC than I ever did when I was on Xbox Live. Granted, that could just be a difference in the times, because I stopped actually using Xbox Live like 7 years ago, so I guess totally possible I'm just an outdated old fart who doesn't know how consoles work, but I can tell you with total confidence that people absolutely send friend requests and socialize on PC games. I also like how you said nobody socializes on the PC, but also PC gamers are all toxic. How can we be toxic if we don't socialize? That doesn't make sense.
I came from console gaming, specifically that of my PS3. I started playing way back, I think 2016, 2017.
Way back. I started playing way back, and it's less than 10 years ago.
I started playing PS3 online, and honestly, I had endless amounts of hours of fun on the PS3.
Yeah, and I had countless hours of fun on the 360. No one's taking that fun away from you.
Playing old games. I would play online games. I would play campaign games.
How is that any different than what's on PC?
There was just so much to do on my console. And all it was a thing for gaming. I had so much fun on my console.
I mean, it's sounding to me like maybe your fun came from the people you were playing with, and you don't play with those people anymore. Because I don't see how literally anything else could make you feel like this, assuming you're not just a cyborg built by Sony or Microsoft or Nintendo to sway public opinion of consoles. I don't think that's what's happening right now.
Fun that I've never even had 1% on my PC. Not even 1% of fun on my PC that I had on my console. On my console, I created I had legitimate friends.
I mean, I've had that too, but on the PC, so question mark.
And created legitimate relationships.
Thanks for confirming my hypothesis about this being entirely about your personal experiences and not the hobby as a whole. Keep calling PC gamers toxic, though. It's a great look and definitely not hypocritical now that you're explaining your reasons for trashing someone else's hobby.
From gaming to meeting in real life, and it's like on PC I just haven't had the same experience. And with PC itself, people buy a lot of video games that they don't play.
Yeah, that happens when there's more games to play.
And half of the time, they don't even play the same games as you. You'll meet them on one specific game, and then you'll never play with them again.
Unless, of course, you do play with them again. At which point, your entire worldview just bursts into flames.
It's just a weird way to game, honestly.
Also, didn't you say earlier in the video that part of your enjoyment of games came from single-player games, which have no social interaction? So, like, you can't even keep your own opinions consistent with the other opinions that you say you have, but that's fine.
I liked PC gaming, but the only nice aspect about PC gaming is probably playing campaign games and the fact that you can do a lot more on PC than you can with consoles. But I miss consoles for the online multiplayer.
So this genuinely is just a matter of you enjoying multiplayer games more during the 360 PS3 era. That's your entire reason for saying PC gaming as a whole sucks and all PC gamers are toxic. It's all just because you liked multiplayer games during the PS3 era. Which, like, yeah, get in line. Basically, everyone who experienced that era agrees with you. But in case you haven't noticed, when a product stops supplying part of its reason for being successful in the first place, it's not weird for people to stop buying the product. Or at the very least, use it a lot less. Multiplayer gaming on the consoles just isn't as appealing as it used to be because it's more expensive than it used to be. The games are more expensive than they used to be. The games just aren't as well designed or forward planned as they used to be. And a lot of things have shifted in AAA development culture. Things like forced game chat in certain multiplayer games just not really being a priority anymore. There's the way that matchmaking works in a lot of games now where it's not based on connection anymore. There's a lot of factors that contribute to a lot of people holding the opinion that the late 2000s to early 2010s was like the golden age of multiplayer games, at least when it comes to the average quality level of each new PvP experience. This is a change in gaming. It's not platform specific. Your whole argument here is so strange. Like it's so obviously just a personal issue and not a platform issue, but you're presenting this as your thesis anyways.
And just gaming in general. PC, there's so much nonsense you have to deal with, like getting emails, pop-ups, and all these types of things. You need ad blockers and everything.
So disable pop-ups. Also, I wasn't aware of the fact that your console never sends you emails or never has pop-up notifications. I was under the impression that the consoles did both of those things, but that's fine.
And even these days, I barely game that much anymore. Most of the time, I'm just sitting on my phone and my PC is on in the background.
So, personal issue.
And then when I want to do something, I usually click onto YouTube, and then I find out that I've been watching YouTube shorts or watching different videos for like the past 2 hours, and it's like,
I'm so confused why you made this video. Like, why is this on the internet?
I was supposed to be gaming, I was supposed to be doing this. It's just like on PC there's too many distractions of like pop-up emails.
But you could have been console gaming this whole time. You're choosing to scroll your phone instead. Like, bro, maybe you just don't like gaming as much as you used to, and that's literally fine. There's nothing wrong with just saying that.
And it's just too much of a distraction in general. And just for the like how much of a lack of community there is with PC gaming.
I mean, I recently crossed 13,000 subscribers, and my whole channel is more or less based around PC gaming and why it's better than everything else for the hobby of video games. So, if nothing else, I'll submit this as my evidence of there being communities built around PC gaming. Also, thank you for 13,000 subscribers. I never thought I would ever be here, and yet here we are. I love you all.
I just haven't had the same effect like what I had on PC. On console, you make a friend on a video game and you guys play that specific video game.
Yeah, if somebody friends me while we're playing Valorant, I'm probably going to play Valorant with them in the future. That's not weird. It's not special. Like, what?
On PC, you meet someone on one video game and then you never play with them again.
Yes, because everybody on console constantly plays games with every single person on their friends list. I mean, that's kind of what you're implying here, and it's really stupid.
That's one of the experiences that I had that's one of the biggest experiences that I've had with PC. You make a friend on a video game and then they just never play that video game again.
This dude really just opened his friends list and saw someone with like last online 4 years ago or something, and it just completely broke his brain in half. That's what this entire video sounds like.
I don't understand it. And it's not like they even invite you or anything. It's just PC gaming is I don't feel like it's built for that much fun anymore.
Maybe you're just insufferable and nobody wants to talk to you.
Unless you have a group of friends and everyone wants to keep their group of friends to them. They don't want to share. They don't want to create a community, a bunch of people. Like, I've struggled to create a community.
Yeah, I can't help but notice that in all of these complaints that you have, the one constant thing in every single one of them is the fact that you are in a social situation. So maybe you're just kind of an asshole and nobody wants to put themselves in social situations with you, and that's why nobody sends you a friend request. Just a theory.
The same community that I had on PS3, I tried to create my own community with friends and whatnot on here. But everyone is just so toxic, everyone is just so antisocial, they rage, they do all of these things.
This dude just straight up said his own friends are toxic. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are we doing here?
Like, yes, raging is a part of gaming, even on consoles and any platform, but it's just PC gaming is not that fun, honestly.
The thing is a problem, and it's on both platforms, but it's actually only a problem on one of the platforms. Because everyone in the world is toxic except for me. Nobody wants to talk to me because everyone else is toxic. PC gaming sucks because everyone is toxic. And it's definitely not just that I'm not a fun person to communicate with.
PC gaming is not that fun. Yes, you can mod games, yes, games are optimized and stuff, but nah, PC gaming just doesn't feel the same. I miss the days of playing my PS3, of just logging on and having a bunch of friends who are willing to talk when we play online, or who are willing to use their mics.
I mean, I promise you that people use their mics on PC. I just don't know what to say at this point.
For some reason on PC, nobody uses their mics, or people are too scared to, or the lack of people who speak English. There's just a bunch of things with PC gaming.
I've never had an English language barrier problem on PC. Like that could be totally regional. I've never had this.
And I've just had a huge lack of fun, and it costs twice, 3 times as much as my PS3.
So, are you genuinely still playing on the PS3? It sounds like you're actually genuinely comparing modern PC gaming to you just continuing to play on the PS3. Which, if that's what's going on, honestly, just props to the commitment. I can't even be mad at you for that. That's amazing.
So, I don't know. Pretty much the only thing I really do these days is pretty much watch YouTube. I barely game, and most of the times I'm gaming alone, and that's another video I'll make about why I don't mind gaming alone.
But doesn't that destroy your whole point?
And about why I game alone most of the time. But yeah, this was just why PC gaming sucks rant. I just wanted to give my opinion about it, and I don't know who else feels this way, but just
nobody does. Like, I promise you, there is not a single other person whose big problem with PC gaming, the big catastrophic fatal flaw about PC gaming, is just that they miss the PS3 era of PvP games specifically. I promise you no one else has this opinion.
I had more fun on my PS3 and on consoles. Consoles is just the perfect way to game.
Which is why more and more people are choosing not to do it anymore.
Until video games started becoming boring and microtransactions and stuff, but yeah.
Because microtransactions are only a problem on the PC.
I just felt much better playing on my PS3 with no Battle Royale and stuff.
Whew, good thing the modern consoles don't have Battle Royale games. That was a close one.
But this is the Chili Man signing off. I hope everyone's doing well.
I mean, I'm doing better now. The video's almost done.
It's almost the new year. We're almost in 2023.
Yeah, this video is from December of 2022. So if you think that matters, now you know, but I didn't really think the age of this video mattered.
I'm so thankful for I've been being alive for another year with nothing happening to me and my family, and everything's okay. But this is the Chili Man signing off. Peace out.
That was a weirdly wholesome way to end the video. Everything before it was confusing and toxic, like actually toxic, not your weird definition of toxic. But at least it ended in a kind of upbeat way, you know? That's why you stick around to the end of a video all the time, right? You never know when the very end of a video is going to surprise you. That's why you stick around. You stick around to the very end of the video, always, no matter what, to see if there's something special at the very end of the video. Because you never know it's going to take you by surprise. You never know when they're going to sneak something at the end of the video. Toodles.